He was indeed an example for all of us, a rare individual who helped even those he did not know well. Pitaji was constantly thinking of the great Vedas, Swami Dayananda Saraswati, and the Arya Samaj. He would be sitting quietly and brooding, and would suddenly raise his head and say to me, Dharmendra, ye rishi kitne mahan the. Dharmendra, how great were these ancient Indian saints. He would then proceed to recite shlokas and talk about the ancient Indian saints, the rishis, munis, the holy Vedas, Upanishads, and other holy scriptures. Let me now briefly give some examples of the highly principled and disciplined personal life that he led and the sacrifices he made. Pitaji was a brilliant student, but his family could not afford higher education for him. The lack of funds did not deter him at all. He would walk for miles every day to reach his school and eat only one meal a day to save money. He also told us how he had no choice at one time but to sell his textbooks to pay the academic fees. And these were the very books that he so badly needed to prepare for the final examinations. Despite all these difficulties, he passed his final examination with a stellar performance and was ranked first in the entire province of Uttar Pradesh. It was called United Provinces at that time. An example from my personal experience. I completed my higher secondary school education in Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. I was not the best student in my class those days. In fact, just the opposite. My focus was on more important things such as sports, to be very specific, gulli danda, those of you who know, and social life. One day, Pitaji took me for a stroll along the pedestrian path adjacent to the train track near Delhi Shahadra railway station. I do not remember today a word of what he said to me that day, but his inspirational talk completely transformed me. I can still picture this stroll with my father many years ago. I was a below average student when I joined my school in Ghaziabad, but left the school with top honors and the highest rank in my class. My father's inspirational talk that day was a defining moment in my life. Such was the power of his words. At the very end of his life, when he was in practically a coma, his family would read Sanskrit shlokas to him. You all remember this. He could not speak or open his eyes. But we, the members of the Jigyasu family who were reading to him, could see a beautiful and rapturous smile on his face. He was intently listening to the shlokas and mentally reciting them along with us. He was a rare individual who was a true believer in the principles laid out by the great Swami Dayananda Saraswati for Arya Samaj and followed them till the very end. He also inspired many others to do the same. Two members of the Jigyasu family today are leaders in Arya Samaj. My younger brother Dharmendra, where is he? Raise your hand. My younger brother Dharmendra is president of Arya Samaj in Atlanta, Georgia. And of course, you all know my younger sister, Siddhant Bhushan Dr. Devbala, who is a highly regarded and respected Vedic scholar in her own right. In the final analysis, it was his inner strength and discipline and great devotion and belief in our Samaj that sustained him throughout his life. He remains a guiding light to his family and to those who knew him. Perhaps the best way to honor his memory would be to truly adhere to the great principles that our Samaj stands for. On behalf of the entire Jigyasu family, let me express our gratitude to all of you for your presence here to honor Pitaji and his contributions to our Samaj. I feel in my heart that Pitaji is showering his blessings on all of us from his heavenly abode. Namaste.